What's up guys, tonyqracer back on the stream, and today we're making a video on the VoxoDeus Metaverse lore and art. Everything you guys need to know is going to be down in the description down below. We're going to get right into it because this is juicy information, my friends, so let's get it, baby. Alright, let's start the video. I love the freaking artwork on it. Just saying, the Sandbox collab right there, exclusive Voxo for minters just like myself. So we see here a little pre-alpha footage of how it's going to look within the game itself. This doesn't seem like a voxel to me. There's a total of 6,313 VoxoDeus. And here's some of the artworks of one of the different factions. Interactive 3D NFTs, the first of its kind, just to let you guys know a little of that was a little bit of right here. Greetings, Seeker. I'm warmly welcoming you to the Metaverse. If you're new to these lands, head over to the floating island where the Guardians will teach you the basics. OP. It's going to be so hyped though, also being one of the first few people in the Metaverse with the best NFT artwork in its time. Also, as you guys see here, different interactivity. You guys see the 32 archetypes, some of the artwork right here, beautiful. We'll go over that in a bit. 4 different factions, of course. Here looks like some pre-alpha footage with friends, not too shabby. And this is, again, like I said, the first Sandbox's avatar crossover, which makes it absolutely phenomenal. And I mean, it's just, the artwork is insane, the project is insane. There's so much going forward towards this project, and there is going to be the official reveal of the VoxoDeus, because as of the current moment, you only get a cube, you don't know what's inside. But as tomorrow, May the 10th, we will be able to see those revealed. So let's get out of this little screen and let's go to the next part, which is the website, guys. The first large-scale interactive 3D NFT collectibles, voxelated, techno-utopic, pretty good design. Welcome to the future, our collectibles, and built by the Block by Block NFT community, baby. Let's go. Shout out to my friends in the community. Here we have some artwork, a lot of nice artwork, the different factions, and the pre-sale ending tomorrow. If you guys are seeing this after the 10th, I'm sorry, but still go ahead and get your VoxoDeus. Here, let's just look into the operability. Of, you guys can see here, you can literally go so intrinsic into every little detail. Here I'm zoomed in, you guys can see all the detail and work that has been placed into making this VoxoDeus. Here, for example, this one's a voxel angle, one of the factions. It's a rare, and the species is a sapien. So let's keep going down lower. We have the first scale large NFT collectible set, 613 unique sci-fi mythic characters ranging from the sentient bots to immortal cosmetic beings. You can view them from any angle, as you guys saw below, how I can move it like that. Then you can showcase your voxels in range of 3D diorama environments such as the Sandbox. It is the first project where collectors can combine NFT voxels with a secondary 3D dioramas. Let's go, baby. So these are designed with minters in mind. Minters are entitled to perpetual royalties. What are those, guys? On all future open sales. Here's the description of what that means. Minters can create VoxoDeus NFTs on the blockchain. In doing so, they become eligible to claim perpetual royalties for each NFT minted, meaning that all minters get to equally share 2% of the total OpenSea transaction volume for each NFT minted. You might be wondering, why would anybody be wanting to just buy these and keep trading them? Like, it doesn't make any sense. But we'll get right into it after I finish the last sentence of this, meaning minters will share an additional 4% transaction volume until the layer 2 pools are activated later this year for Ethereum 2.0, baby. No more gas. We all hate gas, guys. That shipping and handling has to go away. A 500 Ethereum reward for the first collector who discovers 8 hidden Omega keys. Yes, you heard right. 500 Ethereum, guys. The Omega forged 8 keys. The Omega is one of the factions, for those of you guys don't know. They periodically grant keys to them to periodically grant copies of them to characters in the Cypherverse. At first, 16 characters will hold them. Gradually, more will be given. The first wallet to own 8 unique Omega Key characters at any point will receive 500 Ethereum, which is absolutely phenomenal, baby. All right, here we go to the limited pre-sale ending tomorrow. After the last voxel in the pre-sale is bought, your NFT character will be randomly assigned. 163 voxels will be distributed for promotional purposes, so you can delete that from the total total, and another 100 will be held in the treasury for a 12-month lockup period. Hopefully not all 16 keys are in those that are being locked up. The initial pricing rewards early Cypherverse explorers and all voxels remain hidden until they automatically reveal themselves and traits May the 10th, meaning tomorrow. Here there's 396 left. We're almost sold out on the 0.5 Ethereum, going back next to the next tier being the 0.9 and 1,000 NFTs on that set. The last 50 voxels sold of each come with additional 1 out of 50 3D background environments. Yes, you guys will see that right now, which I'm guessing is going to be a toggle on, toggle off feature. After May the 10th, any unsold voxel can still be purchased, but will reveal themselves initially as part of the ordinary sell period. The world into the Cypherverse. Here's the lore, guys. The lore we were all waiting for. For those of you guys that like lore with your gaming, here it is. Eons ago, the Omega programmed the Cypherverse into being, a swirling sea of hypercubes born from a natural nebula, pulsing with a potential for life. To guide it, the Omega created the Sendai, a council of 8 luminary beings being imbued with different aspects of Omega's power. Under collective guidance, society flourished across the Cypherverse. Then, the Omega vanished. Or did it? In their absence, the Ascendi became uncertain about how to use the Cypherverse's most precious resources, neural radiance gas, also known as NRG. Society split into 4 factions: the Astra, Corpor, and Verita, and the Angos. And though their ideals are different, each wishes to unite the Cypherverse under one collective protocol. So let's go right here into the lore, into the species, guys. So first of all, we got the Omega. No one knows what became before the Omega. This enigmatic being programmed the Cypherverse into existence before populating it with the Ascendi, and then more and more sapiens to the former being granted. Let's see if we can hear the Omega. Yeah, should be able to hear the Omega right there. To the former it granted wisdom and visions to the utopia, to the latter ambition and means to mine the Cypherverse for NRG. Only the Ascendi can commune directly with the Omega, though even they can't truly know its age because nobody knows what's before it. It's also ID number 0, gender or favorite ice cream. Recently the Omega has grown silent and unreachable. Rumors of its departure have spread to the factions of the Cypherverse. Change is afoot, because if Omega is gone, who's in charge of it now? Who is it? We'll have to wait and see. As the only one of its kind, Omega is the rarest voxel of all. Woke one morning from the easy dreams, transformed into luminous cubes, not immune to loneliness. Nice. So that's the Omega. Ascendi. Let's go into Ascendi. There's 8 Ascendi, guys. So the Ascendi are directed through the Omega. Through their names and faces have shifted through the ages. The Ascendi and have been 8 beings of the perfect balance. These Omega's departure have titled the axis of the Cypherverse as the fabric of existence shifts. 4 factions have risen up to claim the new territory and precious gas that we talked about earlier. Each faction is led by a pair of Ascendi. So these 4 factions are that we'll talk about right here, the Voxel Angles, Astros, Corpo, and Verita. They're led, as they're talking about, they're led by the Ascendis. So let's put more music for the emotional support. For the first time ever, the mechanoids, Augs, and hybrid exomorphs stand shoulder to shoulder in pursuit of something they can truly share: features. The Ascendi don't have a single voxel in common with any other voxel. Nice. Each Ascendi carries a voxel cube, a gift from the Omega. Nice. So that means if you pull Ascendi, it will come with a voxel cube that you can see right there. Pretty nice, not too shabby. Let's see if we can see a little bit more of the different arts of the Ascendi. Oh, this is like a hidden Ascendi that goes like unless it's a glitch, but it looks like it's a ghost type Ascendi. No, I think these are glitches. No, it's just not showing right. Oh, there's one. That's another Ascendi. Nice. Look at that. Look at those eyes, guys. Look at those eyes. Look at that, bro. The detail put into this artwork is absolutely phenomenal. Like, people are gonna be wanting these. Just letting you know. So that's about it for the lore on this. And now let's go to exomorphs. Exomorphs, there's 32. Sapieri records suggest that the first exomorph was an ape named Xavier, who was accidentally charged with enough energy to terraform a small moon. Interesting. Things went surprisingly well for Xavier, though her body was lost forever, and she seems to have stopped aging. Wow. Years later, the robots fashioned Xavier a magnificent mechanical body and helped her to form a small but brilliant colony of fluffy, feathery, and sometimes scaly outsiders. Morphed into not quite good godly beings by Xavier, the exomorphs are known for being loyal to robots, gentle and generally a good company. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Potentially immortal, only time will tell. Okay, interesting. If you angle it just right, you can pet your exo. Oh, so you can pet it? Nice. Like this. Let's go to a few more exos. You guys can see that artwork right there. This is another exo. So they're like a bird type of species, if I don't say so myself. One more. These are rare, by the way, just so you guys can know. Not too shabby exomorph. Let's go to the next one, guys. The Ogs. A tech-wear designer in the Artesian Abyss sector worked so closely with the Rockbit thread spinner that people joked about them being joined at the ship. There'd be no sense in that, but there would have been sense in giving a Sapier clothier a pair of blade hands carved from radiant metals. So he looks like some sort of a blacksmith class in a way. He's holding his coffee right there. Rituals of the sapient augmentation pervade the Cypherverse. Wherever the starfall showers are commonplace, Ogs will no doubt be found collecting radiant matter and reforging themselves anew. Some do it for productivity, others for pleasure. For all of them, there's no going back. Interesting it is. I scream, you scream, we all scream for radiant robot limbs. It's not cool to ask an Og why they got their medal. Why? I want to know why. Why is it not cool to ask them where they got their medal? Maybe because of the way it's carved into them. And these are all rares, just to let you guys know. They're all rares. This one's pretty legit. This one right here, this Og, that blade, it looks OP. All right, let's go to the Sapiens. The least common of everybody. When the Sendai parted ways as ambitious Sapiens who hurry to prop them and seed new societies beneath. What they lack in stature and steel body parts, the Sapiens more make up with the grit and ingenuity. They've all gotten themselves everywhere, exploring the farthest reach of the Cypherverse, despite moving through it in a form of the robots accurately described as alarmingly frail, easily ruptured, and frustratingly dependent on oxygen, these are the humans. Not too small, not too big, they're just right. What score highly relativity was a stat here, which is interesting. Maybe this is the reason that the Sapiens and robots hold the Omega keys, probably because they're the most common of themselves, but they also travel the whole Cypherverse. Let's see two more Sapiens. Oh, that's a nice one right there. I like that. Look at that. Pretty nice. I wonder why she's wearing like a dress from the front though, and then the back there's no dress. Interesting. Unless it's this little part, because I want to know why her whole back's exposed, but whatever. One more. Oh, this one's nice. I like the flooring on it. And the music. All right, let's go to robots, guys. Robots. From the Interexity teleportation station from the energy mines of the planet Omnicord, Cypherverse runs robot efficiency. Lesser models jettison trash cubes from tourism convoys, while the most distinguished units command entire star cruisers, exacting tasks with programs Shears and Condor. Recently, there's been an unusual change in the Roboto sphere. A handheld of ultra-rare units appear to have spontaneous activated the laziness module. This has inspired an uncharacteristically slow movement that's spreading like oil fire. Robots everywhere are resting, holidaying, and experimenting with a new process called the afternoon nap. Just because I guess robots don't nap as much. Their features: new to sleep. Robots can finally dream on electric ships. Nice. That would be nice, being a robot and finally being able to take a break. A token of insurance when robot revolution happens. Ooh, interesting. There's gonna be a revolution with the robots. We'll just have to wait and see on the Cypherverse, baby, on the next episode of the Cypherverse. Just kidding. All right, let's get into the factions, guys. There's 4 different factions. First, we got the Voxel angles. So from what you guys read earlier, from right here where it said the last 50 voxels sold in each will get an additional limited edition 1 out of 50 NFT 3D backgrounds. This is a 3D background it's talking about right here. Pretty nice and pretty intrinsic, if I don't say so myself. From its frantic and neon-laced city of the angles, voxel angles built on top of one another's structures and freewheeling bedlam using an ad hoc protocols. This is a Cypherverse's haven for hedonists, where voxels are governed by a single principle: do whatever you please so long it doesn't harm others. I like that. It's kind of like a community of like, you do you, boo-boo, but don't do nothing to me. The voxel angles believe that the purpose of existence is to exert one's free will, and given the spectrum of pleasure and sport available in angles, what a will it is. Desires and conflicts. Voxel angles are often accused of encouraging chaos in the Cypherverse. Oh, I might have been wrong. Particularly by disciplined voxel astras. So voxel angles don't get along with voxel astras. Minimal governance is of the great importance of the voxel angles. Above all, they value anonymity and individual freedom. Angles has the only free NRG market. Interesting. Voxels are free to mine and trade energy according to their individual needs. Here's another one. We can see that different class as well. I think that's an Ascendi, if I'm not incorrect. So it's a voxel angles Ascendi. I might be incorrect, but it seems like the Ascendi from earlier. Alright, let's go to the voxel astra. So only 10% of all of them are voxel angle, just for a heads up. Let's go to voxel astras. The voxel astras, it is not a question of whether world exists beyond the Cypherverse, but of how it can reach it. Their society is tightly knit and highly disciplined. Look at that background, freaking insane. I love it. Their society is tightly knitted and highly disciplined, with a strict merit-based hierarchy spanning from the subalterns to high corporals. Each day it's much like the last in Astras, but at night each voxel astra sleeps soundly, knowing that they have planned their part and purpose greater themselves. Their desires and conflicts. Voxel Astras are seen as the most antagonistic faction. Interesting. Probably because they refer to other factions as ground-gazing layabouts. That's kind of insulting, but that's who they are, boo-boo. They tenaciously seek other worlds, believing it might reunite them to their banished creator. All energy mined in Astros goes towards their exploratory operations. Maybe this sounds like the Voxel Astros might be some of the key holders. Just saying. Let's go to the Voxel Corpus now. Voxel Corpus. 50% of them are voxel corpus. The pace of life is relentless, with an ever-expanding city power of corpul. Every voxel there is out to prove their use as a cog in the churning machine. Energy mining. Voxel corpul are innovative and ambitious. Their protocol hardwire them to push the boundaries of productivity. Corpuls mine the highest level of energy, powering the titanic city power they live within. It's no surprise they are treasury of the Cypherverse, yet are just distributed enough to leverage their energy into hard power. This is another interesting one. Sounds like the corporate world in my way. They're saying that the voxel corporal's greatest talent is convincing you they're working one angle when they're in fact working six. Insane. Voxel corporals take this as a compliment, so they're hustlers actually. That's what it sounds like. Their game is simple: mine more energy no matter what it takes. When energy isn't sold to other factions, it goes to the corpos' massive subterranean batteries to power their city's expansion. Of course, I mean, it's a voxel corporal. This is interesting. If with the Sandbox universe, there's going to be like these different factions are going to have their own lands. Very interesting, guys. Just a heads up, since we're doing the Sandbox universe, will there be lands that are in terrains of either voxel corpos, voxel astro, voxel angles, and the voxel verita? Let's go to the voxel verita being the last 20%. I think I personally relate the most with Voxel Verita. Here it goes. The Voxel Verita protocol gives them as a unique sight, where the physical world appears as pure data. Looking at an object, they will see an augmentation of its weight, dimensions, and entire history. The Voxel Verita deem this to be the purest, most indisputable reality, while their sensorial world is merely shadows on the cave wall. They meditate on data or data gaze in search of deeper meaning, believing that once they see true reality, their bodies will disintegrate into pure energy. I like the Voxorita. Voxorita's aesthetic lifestyles are scorned by productive, expansionist, angle, and corporal factions. Voxorita want to see the highest reality, which they believe to only have achieved through dedicating data gazing. Verita have the large number of NRG protesters who believe that overconsumption is an irreparable mistake. It can be a possibility. It can absolutely be a possibility. Not going to deny that. It is very possible. That's it for the factions. Let's go into the rarities, guys. There's only 3 different rarities. There's a rare, super rare, and ultra rare, baby. Here we see the rares. All voxels are rare by design. The Omega, through tomes of inscrutable calculations, came to the conclusion that 6,313 beings was the ideal population size for the harmonious existence. Voxels are immutable and immortal beings. There have only ever been and will ever be 6,313 beings of the original set. Rarities. Super rare. The super and ultra are secret society united under a common tenet, referred as the 1-0 principle. Oh my gosh. This background is absolutely phenomenal. This has to be an Ascendai. No, dude. Look at that weapon. This has to be a freaking Ascendai. I'm not gonna cap. This has to be a freaking Ascendai. It states that the Cypherverse must return to a single society as it was under the Omega, or face eventual collapse. Their mission is to create a new, unified protocol for the Cypherverse and eradicate inefficiency of the separate factions. Super rare voxels are from all factions and archetypes, apart from the Ascendai, from whom they hide their operations, or recognize sentient robots as equals, interesting, and champion the revolution and liberation. In fact, super rare voxels act as agents within their cities to find and enlist sentient robots to their cause. So the Sendai are trying to get robots on their side. Very interesting. Last but not least, the Omega. Ultra rare are leaders of the secret society united under a common tenet, referred as the 1-0 principle. It says, bro, this freaking artwork, it's killing me. It's freaking beautiful. It says that the Cypherverse must return to a single society as it was under the Omega, or face eventual collapse. In order to be class ultra rare, voxels must master the monumentally difficult feat of fluency in all protocols. Yes, all protocols. This allows them to seamlessly operate across Angles, Astros, Corpor, and Verita, negotiating alliances, allocating resources towards their ultimate cause to reunite the Cypherverse 4 protocols in the single language. Not too shabby, and there is the lore for you guys, the lore of the VoxoDeus, guys. Pretty interesting, and let's get into the next stuff. How it works, the royalties. Minters create VoxoDeus NFTs on the blockchain, and in doing so, they become eligible to claim perpetual royalties for each NFT minted. Pre-sale minters will need to hold until May the 10th, which is tomorrow. So you guys see this video, get your VoxoDeus today. Link will be down in the description below, baby. Royalty structure. Royalties comprise the 2% total VoxoDeus transaction volume on OpenSea, divided equally amongst all eligible minters. Minters can also claim additional 4% as a launch bonus until L2 commission pools are ready later in the year. Claiming the wallets of eligible minters will be able to claim royalties through a smart contract, whether the wallet currently holds the original Voxel NFT or not. Minters won't need to generate LP tokens or worry about impermanent loss. They just sit back and let their holdings automatically accumulate. The more NFTs minted by a wallet, the larger the scope percentage royalties that the wallet can claim. So the more VoxoDeus you hold, the more royalties you will claim as an overall. Here goes for the next part. Collect 8 keys to receive the 500 Ethereum reward. Before the Omega manage, they forge Omega keys that multiply and periodically grant existence of themselves, other voxels in the Cypherverse. At launch, 16 Sapiens and Robots, the most common class, will hold the Omega keys. Gradually, more insistence will emerge. Interesting. The first wallet to obtain 8 unique keys will receive the 500 Ethereum, baby. Check your voxels for Omega keys on our site once the pre-sale is over. After you found the key and verified your ownership, you are free to trade the voxel, hopefully for a nice premium because it has a key. You don't need to concurrently hold 8 keys to receive the reward. Again, you do not need to concurrently, meaning you do not have to simultaneously or at the same time hold the 8 keys to receive the reward. Meaning you can get your voxel if it has a key, sell it for a nice premium, high price, because some people are going to be looking for the keys. Buy another thing and keep the roll going, keep it going. Varieties and modifiers. kind of describes the stuff that we just went over. 3D interactivity with audio and jazzy features, which you guys have seen. The species distribution, there's only 8 Ascendi, 1 Omega, 32 Exomorphs, 125 Ogs, 2048 Sapiens, and 49.6 Robots. Faction distribution, 10% Vaxo Angles, Astras, Varita 20, and 50% Corpos. Swappable environments, each character comes with a 3D diorama that matches its faction. After the pre-sale, you will receive a free custom background to place your voxels in. Plus, look out for limited runs of premium 3D dioramas as NFTs, which is what I showed you guys earlier. Distribution of stats, intelligence, strength, cool, and heart. We do not know what these are used for yet. And then the roadmap right here, which shows what is up to come. So 15th of April pre-sale, which we're past May the 10th, which is tomorrow, the voxel reveal. 31st of May, royalties claim page launched, character gallery and details page launched. 30th of June, user profile page launched. 31st of July, custom backgrounds enabled, promotional backgrounds revealed, UV mapped texture upgrade. 31st of August, we're expecting layer 2 Ethereum to be launched. Plant 10 trees per voxel minted. Oh, nice. Do they really plant? Do you guys really? I wonder if they really do plant 10 trees per every voxel minted. And metal 3D models, I don't know what that is. 500 Ethereum reward page launch once all voxels are minted. They're expecting it by then. It might be sooner. So now we're done with the website. Let's go to our next part, which is I think we'll just go to the Q&A. Let's see. Let's go over here. I don't want to follow. I don't want to follow yet. Not right now. Not during the video. Okay, I think it's this part. Yeah, this is the 10 most asked questions being answered. So here we go. The big reveal is tomorrow. 6,313 voxels. Promotional add-ons, they will be distributing all promotional add-ons giveaways on May the 30th. This includes the 420 animal companions, voxel cubes, and custom backgrounds. However, they're pleased to know that as of May 10th, you'll be able to see your add-ons listed on the character traits. Nice. Minted items randomization, they will reveal and randomize them tomorrow. Nice. Minted items distribution from May the 10th onwards, they will be reviewing voxels every 24 hours, baby. Repeating the same randomization process each time. While our initial randomizer was automated and sophisticated, given with the scandals of uneven distributions, they have opted for a simpler, more manual, most importantly, more transparent process, which is pretty nice for us as owners. Omega key verification. After concerns raised by the community about not being able to externally verify which voxels hold the Omega key, and talking with a Cambridge person, they see that they are going to publicly make them available list and hold it at the launch. Wait, let me read that again. As well, internal discussion, consultation of the Cambridge, they decide to publicly available list NFTs that hold Omega keys at launch. Okay, so if it holds Omega key at launch, it's going to be shown. 16 keys will be randomly distributed to robots and sapiens. The team feel free to risk being tricked and lied to if it isn't publicly verifiable, could cause possibly damage, blah, 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 blah. Let's go to the next question. Omega keys distribution once the last voxel has been minted. So until the last voxel is minted, the Omega keys will be randomly distributed. If a minter has held any number of Omega keys at any point, all those will be counted towards the 8 keys required to unlock the Ethereum, meaning that you can hold different voxels during VoxoDeus during time, and you can end up having all 8 and you win. So keep trading them, guys. Please note that even if the minter sells before May the 10th, the Omega key will still count. Nice. However, neither the buyer or seller will receive the perpetual royalties. Well, and influencers, maybe they'll include me into this one. It would be nice. We've spoken via DM with some whale accounts, big people with big money, that they've asked if they get additional promotional items available. However, we want to be open conversation with verified owners in the channel, which they have in the Discord. Please note that not given any whale counts. We also offered a custom for animal to one influencer and 420 items to a small number of influencers previously to help them to share the project. So we're open community feedback. Nice. I hope I get a freaking animal. Giveaway winners. We have a couple of outstanding giveaway winners who announced that we listen 24 hours. Twitter for Discord giveaway. I did not win that. Royalty eligibility for any voxels minted that become ineligible for royalties due to being sold or sought. Only individual NFT is affected. Other minted items with the same wallet still remain eligible if held until May the 10th. Not too shabby. Voxels transfers before the May 10th. We had a case someone's friend minted a voxel on their behalf as they they didn't access the ETH. Then it transferred to the wallet. As we haven't explicitly stated about the transfer, we decided that instances of transfers, the minter's wallet will still be eligible for royalties. However, we cannot enable royalties for wallets that have not minted the NFT, as the minter's wallet is the creator of the NFT. Dang, that sucks, but he still owns. So yes, only the original wallet will keep the perpetual royalties. So that's it for the Q&A on those common questions. Here we have some gameplay footage of different let's see. Maybe that. Of the different how it looks within the game. You can see here this one running. It says the cliff, reach the top of the cliff and meet your instructor. Treasure hunt, find the 3 hidden chests with the ninja precious diamonds. Not too shabby. I wonder if this is the game itself, like the Cypherverse. I want to know. That's about it for that. Okay, so this is all information with the Sandbox screen interoperability. I need to get that word down, guys. With the Sandbox, VoxoDeus and Sandbox. But we already know that. VoxoDeus NFT minters will be able to play as their voxels in the Sandbox. The Sandbox is creating a virtual world. The vision is to offer deeply immersive metaverse. With this partnership, all VoxoDeus minters can bring their characters into the Sandbox. In the future, we're exploring the idea of VoxoDeus Land. Imagine equipping your voxel with your favorite weapons and equipment before sending out an adventure into... Bro, that's going to be it, baby. Let's go. So there is a very high possibility of VoxoDeus Land and a Cypherverse game, baby, which is exactly what I wanted, guys. Exactly what I wanted. To kick things off, we're transforming all 32 VoxoDeus archetypes into Sandbox equivalents. Nice. The next wave of NFTs directly linked to the metaverse. 2D NFTs have been executed beautifully already. So for us, the only next step was 3D NFT space, especially when it comes to collectibles. 3D interactive NFTs like VoxoDeus aim to take metaverse experience to the next level. Let's go, baby. Here a glimpse of what it means to the Sandbox. Every voxel minted before May the 10th will be able to claim an exclusive Voxel Cube NFT. Nice. In addition to the Voxel avatar in the Sandbox, it's like buying a 2-for-1. VoxoDeus currently have a pre-sale campaign and OpenSea, which I'll show you right now. The sale ends tomorrow, May the 10th. Any VoxoDeus minted before the mint 10 will receive a replication of the minter's original Voxel Cube in the Sandbox. Let's go, baby. You're essentially getting 2 NFTs the price of 1 to receive your free Voxel Cube NFT. Minters will have to claim within the Sandbox interface. Stay tuned. And that's about it for the Sandbox. That's pretty cool. The Cypherverse is in the works of being created, guys. Last but not least, let's go look at some of the art. You guys can see here we got a little Yoda. He's an Ascendai, so pretty cool. I like the whole idea of this Ascendai. You guys can see pretty good right there. Legit. I would call him the baby Yoda. Oh, look at that. Those details. It literally looks like Yoda's, like this is some clouds, little river stream in his face. But if you look like out, you really don't notice those little details unless you zoom in. And this is what they were thinking as they're creating it. So the journey that the Ascendant has to go through, the Omega Cube right here, mountains of a flag, nice, tummy, pointy feet, scarf, rock from the bottom, kind of like the Erms. Next one, more VoxoDeus art, not too shabby. Looks pretty the same if I don't say so myself. The many owl, lizard. Is she really carrying those? Yeah, owl, lizard. Not too shabby. Okay, next one. Let's look at a few more. Bro, that freaking space art, man. That freaking background is insane and phenomenal. Just saying. That's Voxel Ape. Can we say Voxel Ape? There's also going to be Voxel 8 pets, just as a heads up for anybody that minted yesterday in the time frame allotted. That's about it for the art. I think without further ado, let's look a few more. Look at this one. I like that sword he has. He looks a little bit overpowered, just a little. That sword though, bro. Look at that. It's like a freaking green lightsaber for me. I absolutely would take it. A few more. I think that's about it. So I thank you guys for staying tuned for today's video. All links to everything for VoxoDeus are going to be linked down in the description. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what was your favorite thing and what you're looking forward to in the Voxel universe in VoxoDeus. And without further ado, I'll see you guys next time, guys, and deuces.